Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives, and this is Multi-Tool Monday. Alright, today I have the SOG Powerplay. Now, SOG just came out with a whole bunch of new stuff. They have this belt buckle multi-tool, they have what they're calling their baton multi-tools, and they have a new full-sized multi-tool called the Power Grab. The Power Grab is currently going for between $90 to $100. Right, so when all this new stuff comes out, you know what always happens. The older models like this, the price goes down. And when the price goes down, I get interested. The current price on this, $48. And I can't imagine that it won't go down more eventually. Right? And it's probably even less expensive if you buy it in stores as opposed to Amazon. So yeah, that's the situation. When the prices go down like that, I'm right there. I'm like waiting like some sort of snake that eats the babies of other snakes. I get these opportunities, man. I get these deals for you. Now I already know that this is not a perfect multi-tool. How do I know? Well, because there's a lot of reviews of it. So, you know, the question is not, is this a perfect multi-tool? The question is, can we get to a time period where we're getting the perfect price for an imperfect tool? As you can see, it's longer than the Leatherman Wave, which is on the left, and it is shorter than the Leatherman Super Tool 300, which is on the right. So, it's basically a full-sized multi-tool. Alright, here is the molded sheath that it comes with. It's got a little belt clip there, and it's got this basically rubber section here that holds it there. And I'm sure they also have like a nylon pouch too. Alright, so that's the belt sheath. This tool has two blades and they are both one-handed opening. Right, you got your plain edge, right, which you can open with your right hand, and then you got the, for the lefties, you can open the fully serrated with your left hand. So it's got two blades. Sharpness demo for the blade plain edge. The blade, you know, it gets like a C-. It's just not very well sharpened. Now on the inside of the tool it has another two long tools, right? A wood saw and a metal file. Of course the main tool is the pliers, and these, you know, the thing about this is called the compound leverage system. Right? This multiplies the force of your grip. And another aspect of this, it makes the pliers open really smoothly. In fact, you can open this one-handed. Right, hold on. I don't want to bump my camera, but yeah, you see that. You can open the pliers one-handed because that just makes things like super smooth. Alright, there's the pliers. And for the smaller tools, we have a bottle opener with screwdriver, a can opener with screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a micro screwdriver, another flathead screwdriver, and a reamer. All the fold-out tools lock, and to disengage, you just push on this. Now when you push on that, this will pivot, right? Right, and when you push that, you know, it pushes down on that. Basically, it's kind of like a torsion bar. So that's how that works. I did find that the lock was annoyingly tight in the beginning, and it was just a bit uncomfortable. But I left the blade open for a while just to kind of loosen it up, and it got a little bit better. Now this has one more interesting trick up its sleeve. You see that? Okay. You can put a bit in there. All right, this can hold. It's like a bit driver right in there. See that? That's pretty cool. You can also put like an extension there like you see here. Now that bit kit there, I got that with my Ganzo multi-tool. They do sell one for the SOG, but I didn't want to buy it because I could just use that one. And that extension, I actually got that with one of my Schrade knives for some reason. Came with a bit kit. So the bit driver thing is pretty cool. I mean, it has 5 screwdrivers anyway, but the bit driver will allow you to, you could use Allen bits and other specialized bits. You know, it's got all the main longer tools except the scissors. And it's got 5 different screwdrivers, which is good. It's got the 2 openers. Yeah, it's a very comprehensive tool set, although it's a no-go for people that want scissors. But there are a lot of people who don't need scissors, like the Rebar, the Super Tool 300. They don't have scissors either, so it's definitely a valid way to go. Alright, let's do pros and cons about this multi-tool. There are definitely some problems with this tool. The compound leverage system, it can be uncomfortable when you're using some of the other tools, you know, because those teeth will kind of poke into your palm, you know, right where you might be pressing. Right, so, you know, it's a small issue, but it's an issue. As I said, the lock is uncomfortable to use. It was very tight when I first got it, and it's still a bit tight. It's just, it's uncomfortable, but it's also just too complicated. I've also gotten reports that when people get debris stuck in there, the lock actually doesn't work anymore. Like if you get some crud in there, there's just not a lot of room. Now this is the SOG Power Lock, and the lock on this is a lot better than the Powerplay lock. Right, the lock on this, all it is you push on this and it disengages. This is simple, it's easy to use, it's effective, it's unlikely to get jammed, and it's comfortable. If you compare that lock to this lock, you know, you can see this lock is just, it's overly complicated, it's less comfortable, and it's just more prone to things going wrong. So, yeah, I mean, even compared to another SOG, I like that lock a lot better than this lock. Another problem is the blade. You know, it didn't come very sharp, but also you can see they put this large opening slot here to make it one-handed opening. So like this blade, it's just not very physically strong. I mean, they basically put a giant hole right where the strongest part would have been. You know, I mean, you could see this breaking because there's not much material right there. You could see this breaking under some stress, you know, just you accidentally apply too much force and you slip. Another problem with this multi-tool is just the construction. It's not that durable. When you compare the feel of this one to this other SOG, right, the Power Lock, I can tell you the Power Lock feels a lot more solidly built. In researching the tool, I've seen a lot of reviews where people said that after several months of hard use, they basically managed to destroy their Powerplay. Like I said, this SOG, I mean, it's just a lot more durable. Trust me, if you had both of these in your hand, you would be able to tell. You would be able to tell. Final conclusions on this SOG Powerplay. You know, the good parts of it are that compound leverage system, which is quite smooth, makes it comfortable and a joy to fold and unfold. And you can unfold it with the pliers with one hand. So that's good, and it multiplies the force you can apply. All the tools lock, and you've got one-handed access to the blades, and the blades and the stuff on that side, you can unfold those tools with the pliers still folded up. The tool set is very comprehensive. Aside from scissors, you know, it's a very good non-scissors tool set. It has pretty much everything else that you might want. 5 screwdrivers, that's good. That's a lot of capability. And it can accept bits. So the whole bit driver thing for, like, you know, if you need like specialized bits. And like I said, the drawbacks, that locking mechanism, it's prone to jamming, it's overly complicated, and it was uncomfortable to use. And the overall construction of the tool, it's just not as well made, it's not as solid, it's not as durable as my Leatherman's or even as my other SOG, right? The opening slots in the blades make them quite weak, and the blades did not come sharp either. So this is definitely not a perfect tool, but since the price is going down, you know, if you were to compare this to something like, let's say, the Gerber suspension, this thing is actually would be great competition for that. Now, the price has not reached those lows yet, but basically if you can get a good price on this and you understand its limitations, it can still be useful. Like I said, even with the flaws that I mentioned, if this thing was $30, it would be a must-buy. The current price is around $48. That's what I paid for this. Do I feel I got a good deal? I definitely feel like I got an okay deal. I don't feel like I got ripped off for $48. Of course, it'd be probably a lot less expensive in a store as opposed to ordering it. But I'm saying for Amazon, I feel the price was okay, could be better. I definitely wouldn't pay like $60 for this. You know, there's some stores that are still trying to sell it for $70. No way would I pay that. Right? So I recommend it, but only if you can get a good price on it. You know, if you can get it for like $40, go for it. Alright? That's my honest opinion. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Multi-Tools. I'm out.